Hi guys, welcome back here to another farming simulator mod review. Today we are going to be reviewing the FS25 Cannabis DLC pack version 1.1 from Squiggle, or from Squigglze is his name. That's the modder, Squigglze. It's a mod for PC, for Farming Simulator 25. Alright, it's the Cannabis mod. Let's see what he has here for. Let's see what it says here. Cannabis DLC pack. Let's see what it contains. The complete cannabis farm production pack is back from FS22. Okay, I didn't know that he had this up for Farm Sim 22. I didn't know that. Okay. Completely remade from the ground up for Farm Sim 25 with new fill types, ways to cultivate, and more. And it's got a couple of greenhouses here where you can actually grow your cannabis. I will show that in the game as well when I make the review of the mod, of the mod pack. You can download here. I will put the download link in the video description for anybody that is playing Farming Simulator 25. Alright, Cannabis DLC pack features. Alright. So he's got the 3 greenhouses up here. Why does that take so long? Okay, never mind. Okay, we have here 23 new fill types, which are cannabis. Then we have a cannabis swat, cannabis seeds, cannabis seedlings, which are here in the greenhouse, I guess. Cannabis teens, dried cannabis, trimmed cannabis buds, okay. Cannabis biofuel we can make, reverse osmosis water, Fox Farm Big Bloom, those are the fertilizer on the pallets. Fox Farm Grow Big, Fox Farm Tiger Bloom, Fox Farm Happy Frog Soil, okay. Cannabis honey we can make. I think cannabis honey is made from where you have a trigger here for spawning bee honey pellets, but the bees, they make cannabis honey, so that is how that works. Cannabis honey, concrete. That's probably concrete made from cannabis. That's why it's called concrete. Then we have cannabricks, cannabis infused bread. Okay, we can make bread on the map with this mod pack, I should say. Bread would be then made from cannabis. So what I would think is you can harvest off the cannabis that it's grown in here and bring it to the bakery, to the modified bakery, and then they will make the cannabis bread. What else we have? Cannabis infused cake. Okay, cannawood chips, cannawood boards. So that means he has in here a, a production point, a sawmill, I should say, a sawmill, where you bring trees, I think, and out of those trees, that sawmill is going to make here cannawood planks, cannawood beams, and cannawood prefab walls. So canna means cannabis, so every thing where it says wood, like wood chips, wood boards, wood planks, wood beams, and wood prefab walls, is all made from cannabis. Even the cake, the bread, the bricks, the concrete, and the honey. Then we have here custom vehicle store category and build menu category for all vehicles, equipment, products, and placeables. So this is going to be part 1, and I will do a map review also. But let's talk about this First, the map review is going to come in 2 separate videos. So then it says here, custom vehicle store, category location is in the vehicle menu, drivable, Squigglze, Cannabis DLC pack. I think he converted the DLC that came out for FarmSim 22 into FarmSim 25 and used it as a cannabis pack. I think that's my thinking on how he did that. Alright, then we have here a custom build menu category location, build menu, productions, cannabis DLC pack. So you have to go into the build menu location, then build menu, then you go into productions, and it says cannabis DLC pack. I've seen that. Then we have the custom store pack category, store pack cannabis DLC pack. Okay. Custom height type XML. All cannabis DLC pack bulk products can be dumped underground on any map. So it doesn't matter what map you play, if it's the in-game standard maps or Half Bergman or what have you, you can dump the cannabis underground, like it's mentioned there. Okay, he's got it here. I don't know what that is. Why does that take so long to load? The picture there. It's called choice seedlings. It says there. Okay, choice seed. I think it's here where you make seedlings for the glass houses, I should say, or greenhouses maybe. Yeah, those are greenhouses. So here you can produce seeds and use the seeds here for the greenhouses that grow your cannabis. Here we have silos where you can probably also grow cannabis in here with the additional tank here for the concentrate. I think cannabis concentrate will go in here. When you grow cannabis here, it will turn the cannabis into liquid cannabis concentrate or something like that. Alright, what does he have here? Cannabis can be fed to all animals, so that is built into the mod. It allows the animals, the in-game animals, to eat cannabis. That's pretty cool. Instead of probably silage or grass, hay, and straw, you can feed them cannabis. That's pretty funny. Alright, cannabis glass greenhouses. Those are up here. The cannabis glass greenhouses. Cannabis seedling grow house is this one here. Then we have the cannabis vegetative grow house. It's gotta be that one there. The cannabis vegetative grow house. That must be the grow house right there. And then we have the cannabis flowering greenhouse. It's gotta be that one there probably. And we have the cannabis drying tent, which is this one here, and the cannabis trimming barn, which is this one right here. So let's go through them again. Cannabis glass greenhouses up here. The cannabis seedling grow houses. That one probably. That one. Vegetative grow house. That one. The flowering grow house. That one. And the drying tent. Or the cannabis trimming barn is that one. The drying tent is this one. The flowering greenhouse or grow house is that one there. Those are all grow houses and greenhouses. Okay. Let's see what else he's got there. Cannabis swat shredder. It says here, shred your cannabis into cannabis swat to further certain product or certain productions requiring cannabis swat. Let's see where a cannabis shredder is. I've seen it in the game already. Cannabis shredder, where is it? He doesn't have a picture of the shredder. But I have seen it in the game already. Cannabis shredder. No, it's not there. Nope. Okay, Fox Farm fertilizers can be bought in store and can also be used on all crops for field crop fertilization. Liquid fertilizers only, okay? Nice. So the cannabis fertilizer can be used on all your crops. Those are the cannabis, I guess. The cannabis bees that will make cannabis honey. I like to call it canna honey. Canna honey. Or cannabis honey. That is a modified beehive. They will make cannabis honey here in this mod pack, in the game then. For example, yeah, wildlife gets a little crazy. With cannabis introduced to nature, more crows and deer will appear. That's pretty cool. So, if you're working with the cannabis mod pack in the game, then more animals, more wildlife animals will appear, like crows and deer. We're going to have a look at that when I will be reviewing this in the game. Pretty cool. Alright, then we have the customized Cannabis DLC pack vehicles and tools down here. Cannabis DLC pack hand tool objects. Glass bongs. Glass bong? He doesn't have the picture of a glass bong. What's this? I don't know if, no, that can't be the glass bong. Alright, anyway, where was I? Where was I? Will appear cannabis DLC pack and with objects. Okay, glass bongs we have. Then we have spray paint made from cannabis. They're already in the game. You don't have to make spray paint. The spray paint cans are already in the game, but they are made from cannabis and more. Cannabis DLC pack, spray paint is half the price with double the amount of sprays per can. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you have more sprays in the can than the regular in-game spray cans. 15 color selections covering all base game colors and additional custom colors. Cool. So the spray cans, you can use them, it's like in real life, you can use them for marking your trees, like tree markers. You spray an X on a tree, that means you know which tree to cut down and which tree not to cut down. So spray cans are used for marking trees, basically. Alright, so then we have here a Squigglze smoking shed. Smoking shed. A placeable to bring your farm helpers at the end of the day to unwind and store your cannabis DLC pack hand tool objects. Don't forget to bring your smoking chair. Smoking chair. That's the smoking chair right there. Smoking shed? I don't know what that is. Not sure what that is. Raw foundation. We will read on in a minute. Okay, Uncle J Pop Sport and Breakfast. A sales station you can bring all your bulk cannabis and cannabis products to. It also is a place you can crash for the night and wake up nice and refreshed. Cool. Okay, Brown's Smoke Shop. A sales station for all cannabis DLC products. Cool. We have a cannabis flag, the cannabis bees. That's gotta be for the cannabis concentrate, probably. It's either that or it is. Let's see what it says. Bronze Smoke Shop, a sales station for cannabis DLC products. Ryan's Farm Kiosk, a small sales station for all bulk cannabis DLC fill types. Cannabis Beehive produces cannabis honey. Okay, it's that one up here. Those are the Cannabis Beehive. They will produce cannabis honey. The Cannabis Flag is what we have here. Cannabis DLC pack flag that generates income. Cool. I wonder how much income that will generate. The Cannabis Doghouse. A cannabis style doghouse for your pup to relax in. We have. Okay, nice. Then we have here the cannabis biofuel tank. And it's got to be that one there. The cannabis biofuel. A placeable tank supplied with cannabis biofuel, which is needed for certain production points and vehicles. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. It's gotta be either that one or that one there, probably. Okay, reverse osmosis water wind wheel. It's that one there. Cannabis style. I haven't seen that doghouse yet. Cannabis biofuel, a principle, or a reverse osmosis wind wheel. Let's see what that does. A water tank powered by a windmill which holds RO. What does RO mean? Okay, reverse osmosis is what that means. Reverse osmosis water, RO. Water is needed for greenhouses and grow houses, okay? Cannabis farm zero, that is the cannabis farm zero. Then that guy here has gotta be the where is it? I forgot now where it was. Yeah, that is the here the cannabis biofuel. That's the cannabis biofuel tank right there. A placeable tank supplied. It's that one right there, the biofuel for the cannabis. So that one is the cannabis farm silo here. Hold all bulk cannabis DLC pack fill types. 4,200,000 liters is the capacity of that one there. Alright, then we have the Tiger Fiber Cannacrete production. Produces the world's strongest cannacrete in a pile for you to pick up, load and bring to production points or construction jobs. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Cannabis Bakery. Half-baked and fully roasted produce. Cannabis-infused bread and cannabis-infused cake. That's pretty awesome. Then we have here kind of fuel gas station. Okay, fill up at your local 420 gas station for the highest quality can of fuel around. Cool. Each can of fuel pump fills at 100 liters per second. That's pretty cool, man. 420 gas station. Constructibles garage requires various cannabis DLC pack products to complete the build. Cannabis sawmill. Bring cannabis swat and wood. So you need to cut down trees to bring to the sawmill. Bring cannabis, swat and wood to get cannawood planks, cannawood boards, cannawood beams, cannawood prefab walls, and cannawood chips. Or, yeah, cannawood chips, cannawood chips, or wood chips, cannawood chips, okay? Now let's have a look down here. Cannabis cultivation and production producers, or procedures, I should say. Procedures. Cannabis cultivation method 1. Simplified slow cannabis glass greenhouse method. Okay, here we see all the methods now that he's got listed down here. Okay, number 1. Buy cannabis seeds with big bags at the store or in bulk from the cannabis bulk buying station. Number 2. Bring cannabis seeds to reverse osmosis water to a large, medium or small cannabis glass greenhouse to produce cannabis pellets. Nice. Okay, number 3. Collect cannabis to sell or bring to further production points. Cannabis glass greenhouses are very slow at producing cannabis pellets. Be patient. Okay. Cannabis cultivation method 2. That is the faster true cannabis farmer. Okay. Number 1. That is a weight, a cannabis weight for your tractor, for the front or for the back. Then we have here a liquid tank, the smoking chair, a trailer that can hold cannabis productions. Here we have cannabis seeds. That is for the silage. Probably you have cannabis silage. Probably the additive for that silage. Then we have here the cannabis biofuel station. Not sure what that is. We'll have a look later. Okay. It says here 1. Bring cannabis seeds to Fox Farm Big Plume fertilizer and reverse osmosis water to a cannabis germination grow room and produce cannabis seedling pellets. You're going to have a look at that in-game. Number 2, take cannabis seedlings, Fox Farm Grow Big Bag Fertilizer, Fox Farm Tiger Happy Frog Soil, or water and cannabis biofuel to a cannabis vegetative grow house that will produce cannabis teen plants. Okay? Cannabis teen plants, Fox Farm, Tiger Bloom Fertilizer, Fox Farm Tiger Happy Frog Soil, or water and cannabis biofuel can then be brought to a cannabis flowering grow house and produce cannabis pellets. Okay. Number 4. Cannabis pellets can then be sold or bought to a cannabis drying facility. Cannabis is produced faster with the help of Fox Farm fertilizers in exchange for the extra work and cost of fertilizers. All Fox Farm fertilizers can be bought and stored along with cannabis seeds. Nice. Okay, cannabis drying and trimming productions. Let's read it. Bring cannabis pellets from method 1 or 2 from above to a cannabis drying facility to let your crop dry out and produce dried cannabis. So we have a dryer, a cannabis dryer. If you bring those pellets up there to the dryer, you have then dried cannabis. Okay, number 2. Dried cannabis can then be brought to a cannabis trimming facility, producing trimmed cannabis buds, pellets, and cannabis seeds. So out of dried cannabis, you bring it to a cannabis trimming, and it will produce the cannabis bud pellets and the seeds. Cannabis grown in a field. Okay, specific cannabis maps only. So you need a cannabis map, or a map where you can grow cannabis to make this work. It can also be brought into cannabis drying and trimming facilities to further production of cannabis, but you you need a special map where you can plant cannabis on a field. Alright. Cannabis productions. Bring your trimmed cannabis, both pellets, to a sell station or further cannabis productions. Okay, then we have here an update for 1.1 changelog. Updated store categories. The cannabis DLC pack vehicle and build menu have changed. New vehicles, menu location, vehicle menu, Squigglze, cannabis DLC pack, new build menu location, build menu, cannabis, leaf tab. Leaf tab, yeah, I've seen that in the game. I checked it out already. It's in the leaf tab. You don't have any productions in the regular in-game productions of this mod here. You have to click on the leaf tab. You have to click on the leaf tab in the build menu, and you have to click on the leaf tab in the vehicle section in the shop. Alright, new build menu breakdown. Okay, the cannabis leaf tab. Grow houses, mini grow ups, stash points, processing, packaging, suppliers, distributors, edible mills, crafting mills, and stoner deco. Stoner, okay. Stoner decor. Decor, I should say. So that is all in the new build menu breakdown under the leaf tab. Okay, added 6 new fill types. Let's see what they are. And here you can grow cannabis in a flower pot, which all you have to do is probably add seeds and water, and then you can grow cannabis here in the flower pots. Not sure what that is yet. Not sure. Added 6 new fill types. Okay. CO2 25,000 liter tank pellet. Freezed dried cannabis, 1,000 liter bucket, cannabis concrete, cannabis concentrate, I should say, 10,000 liter tray rack. Raw pre-rolled joints, 1,000 liter wooden tray, 1 oat set cannabis jars, 1,000 liter small jars, 1 pound of cannabis bricks will make 1,000 liters of packed bricks. Okay, reported bug fixes. Removed custom wildlife as it was causing errors on certain maps. Fixed cannabis honey pallet spawners to spawn correct cannabis infused honey pallets. Okay, those are all the bug fixes. Okay, placeable upgrades. Let's see what he upgraded here. Upgraded the tiger fiber cannacrete production to have the ability to buy cannacrete bags, pallets. Added tinted windows, triggers on the backside of all glass greenhouses, letting you have the option to give your plants some shade during the day. Upgraded the cannabis drying tent, moved the light trigger for easier access, added additional props, animations, and visibility plant nodes. More hanging plants appear depending on cannabis fill type. We'll have a look at that as well. The animation there. New additions are the new hand tool objects. I like that that cannabis sign here. Looks pretty cool. Wooden cannabis grinder, trimming shears, and rolling tray. Alright. Cannabis Teens Hydroponics Grow Setup. Let's see how that one works. A single placeable hydroponics rack system that you can place anywhere. Okay. First one of the many mini grow ups to come. Input RO water and cannabis seedlings. Output cannabis teen plants. Grow light trigger. Dynamic fill planes and visible nodes. Cannabis box will fill and cannabis plants appear when loading cannabis seedlings. Okay, nice. Can only grow with hydroponics in the spring, summer, and fall. Production is not available in the winter. So that production won't work in the winter. It's going to be deactivated in the winter. It won't work. It will work, but it shuts down during the winter time. It only works in spring, summer, and fall, and not in the winter time. So it's going to shut down in the winter. That production. What else do we have? A cannabis freeze dryer, an alternative method of drying cannabis, instantly dried in 24 to 48 hours versus 7 to 10 days. Okay. Input cannabis CO2. Output freeze-dried cannabis animated door and the light trigger. It's got an animation of the door. Okay. Cannabis concentrate facility. A processing facility that turns freeze-dried cannabis into cannabis concentrate in either pellet or liquid form. Input freeze-dried cannabis, output cannabis concentrate. Cool. Then we have here a single grow pot, which is this one here. That one, I think that's got to be here, the CO2. Where was it? Yeah, I think it was up there somewhere. Processing facility, I think I already read that. Okay, a single grow pot, a placeable grow pot that acts like a mini greenhouse, but it is a dynamic object and can be moved by hand. Cannabis can be loaded in bulk form. Cannabis pellets do not spawn. Input water, cannabis seeds, output cannabis. So input here is water and cannabis seeds into those flower pots up here, and you can grow cannabis that way. Then we have here the lazy man's grow pot. The simplest way to grow cannabis, set it and forget it. Self watering when it rains. Okay, so the lazy man's grow pot, you don't need to add water. It will add when it rains. When it's raining, it will add the water into the pot, I guess. Collect cannabis in bulk form when it's ready. Only produces cannabis in the spring, summer, and fall. Input water. Input water means when it rains. You don't have to put water in there. You're just gonna have to wait until it rains. Then it will fill up with water and starts growing cannabis, which is pretty cool. Squigglze is a dealer. You can sell your 1 pound cannabis packs, 1 ounce jars, pre-rolled joints, and cannabis concentrate too. It costs 5k up front for the hookup connection. Cool, so you have to pay 5k to set that up. Only once. Then we have here the smoking table. A table to gather with your friends and smoke. The smoking table stores all cannabis DLC pack hand tool objects. Okay. Raw foundation facility. Bring your trimmed cannabis to the packaging facility and it will produce raw pre-rolled joints. 1 ounce cannabis jars, 1 pound cannabis bricks. Squigglze cannabis pack, LED billboard. The LED billboard, that's the LED billboard from Squigglze. Squigglze is the modder of this mod pack. A decorational object that produces an income of $710 per hour. Okay. And that's it. Write your comment. People have commented on this. You can download it right here. It will take you to a separate download page. Name your price. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. This is the pack right here. 344 megabyte to download. Click download now to get access to the following files. It's this file right here. Just click the download button. I will put the link in the video description like I mentioned at the start of the video. Alright, that is what I wanted to show you guys. The cannabis production areas, production point in the mod pack for Farming Simulator 25. I will show you how this works in-game when I will review the mod in-game. Alright, so that is what I wanted to show. You can see here, thanks for watching. I think this mod is going to be pretty funny and pretty dope to work with in Farming Simulator 25. I didn't know it came out for Farm Sim 22. I've never seen it, but I'm glad it made its way into Farming Simulator 25 for the first time, seeing it and playing with the mod pack. Alright, let me know in comments what you guys think of this. I think it's very funny and very dope. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.